So, yeah, this was on clearance at Walmart, and I decided, oh, why not? It's gonna be a $40 impulse purchase. This is Reissue Beast Wars Megatron. You can tell it's a reissue because it's not bizarrely pale. Yeah, decided let's make him actually look like he's in the show. Of course, you can only do so much without retooling. Still big ol' and dumpy, and he's as articulated as that lunchbox right there. Okay, I lie. You can move his legs a bit, but good luck doing anything that involves posing. His arms are hilariously more articulate than Rex's arms ever would be in life. Even the mouth is spring-loaded, so it can't hold any poses. Although, there's this weird thing where in there is a thing where you put it in water and he squirts from his tongue, which I imagine would be painful. One thing I will say, very heavy. He feels like $40. Just think, back in the day, this would have been half that. And also, look all around him. Notice anything? Very few gaps. They wanted to make sure this thing was as skin covered as they could get it. Of course, can't do much about there, but they tried. So, transforming. This is where it gets tricky because I have the most primitive camera setup known to man, but I will try. Put out these big wingy things, and this will look very strange to those not familiar with this guy, but he's one of those guys where he's not traditional. Megs is never about that. No, he's gonna be, he's a bit of a show form if you count the what will be wings. But he's not obnoxious about it like some others. Like Break, he was a tragedy. This will be tricky, but I will persevere. It's also very parts clashy. This was in big moving parts were the norm, rather than many small things interlocking. Very solid, but as a result, it's tricky if you don't know quite what you're doing. Have I got that right? Close enough. Okay. I know, awful camera work. I should be better, but where's the fun in that? Okay, nearly, and I'm actually trying this, guys, don't you worry. And here is Megalon. He is a chunky boy, I'm telling you. He's one for looking the look, I will say. He does gimmicks a bit too. That was a big thing back then. As I said, there's this arm, hand. By hand, I mean mouth. Because he needs something else to eat. In the show, he'd often brush the thing's teeth, which is hilarious. And this thing, I'm not too keen on this thing's lasting very long, but he will move this in. Yeah, fun. these little disc things. Fires anchors in case he needs to land his ship. Boat, whatever. Are you wondering, this is supposed to be Megatron. Where is that classic head we all know, love? You've technically been looking at it. Not much, though. Simply open these things and... Whoa, that was a fake head. This is the real guy. Looking much angrier than we're used to. This is when snarling was pretty much the only facial expression that existed. Oh well, at least it ain't dull surprise. Pat. So, he's decently articulate enough, but not very posable. I mean, yeah, if you're creative, you can make him do anything. Within reason, but... Well, here, let me try. I'll make him look like he's firing his gun. Mouth. Oh, hold on. Tease it. Alright. I got something going on. Yeah, with some work, he does pose. Not as quite well as some recent offerings, but they're trying. Keep in mind, this wasn't that long after the era of fused legs had ended. Back then, the idea of this much would have been crazy. It's a child of its time. But he makes up for it in his solidity, I'll tell you that much. Seriously, the only hollow parts I can find are in these arms. That's it. Even the stuff they could have cheaped out on, like the legs. These days, there'd be a gap here, like especially in the Kingdom version. Not here. They went all out. He is sizable, too. Here was last review's guy. And, yeah. Yeah. He's sizable. For his price, he pretty well should be. So, get him. Hey, if you see it on discount, sure. Why not? Not quite as posable as Kingdom, but he's more fun in other ways. Here's a fact about the Tyrannosaurus. For a while, we were thinking it had feathers, but with no conclusive evidence, people began to think it was just smooth all around. So, how else do I end this? Good enough.